everyone, it's Carrots and I am just finishing up my Italian restaurant. I wanted to do a tutorial really quick on how to do this window. Before we get started on the speed build, I just wanted to make it very clear. It is very, very important that you have the placement grid size on large. Do you see this down here? Because when you have it on large, it will automatically snap to this invisible grid and these points on here so that it just spaces itself out so you don't have to eyeball it to try to get it to be perfect. Anyway, let's get started. I've already laid out some blocks and I've changed the colors. This is the color I'm going to have around the window. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw down a barrier and do some measuring. All right, so I've thrown down these two barriers and this shows me the space I have to work with to do our window. So what we're going to do first is we're going to frame this window out. I want to make it a little bit wider on the bottom. There's something with human eyes, and it's very strange. When you center things in a space, and if you can't get them perfectly centered, we like to see a bigger space typically on the bottom because it feels more balanced to us than having a bigger space on the top. So I'm going to put the bigger space across the bottom here. A lot of times when people professionally frame photos, they'll actually put a bigger space on the bottom of the frame because the human eye tends to see this equal amount of space as not being equal for some reason. So it's always better to go a little bit bigger on the bottom if you're framing something. All right, now that our window's framed out, I'm gonna throw down some shelves and I'm going to start making these diagonal lines that we had. You probably saw a lot of these in the pirate house. I'm going to put one in here and show you guys how I did it. So now that I've put this shelf at an angle, I'm going to take these boards and I'm going to just drop them in here at an angle. The nice thing about this is that since I have a barrier back here, I can actually slide these into them so we don't have to go out as far as I did to cover them up. See how it covers up half the board? Let's see how that looks and make sure they're not poking out. All right, I just realized that these are spaced further apart than these, so I'm going to go in really quick and move these over just a little bit. All right, those look nice and even. Now that we've done them this way, we're going to throw down the shelf and we're going to go the opposite direction. All right, our last step in this is to add a mirror so that it looks like the sky. So I am going to just throw this down back there, and voila, there we have our lattice work window. I hope this helps you guys. I will be giving away a golden ladybug this week, so please like, subscribe, and comment below with your username. And guys, please check back to see if you've won, because a lot of people win and do not claim their prizes, and I have them. And I will always pin it at the top of the post in a comment. Thank you so much for everything. Have a great afternoon.